Welcome to X to Interact.
Hello and welcome to episode 81 of X to Interact. I am Sam. I am here with Eric, Gaff, and Steven. It's been a couple weeks. We've got a lot of video games to talk about. But first, before we talk about the video games we've been playing, we're going to talk about the Game Awards, 31 categories. Let's talk about them, starting with a couple that aren't necessarily up all of our alleys, but I guess Gaff has some stuff to say about them. We're gonna start with best esports event, and
It's gonna be Worlds.
yeah. Gaff says it's gonna be Worlds because a faker, right? Because a faker losing.
Yeah, because everyone knows who Faker is, right?
Yes, everybody
Raise your-
knows who Faker
Raise
is.
your hands if you know who Faker is.
I know who Faker is.
Now you know who he is.
Totally.
Because Faker is the best League of Legends player in the world right now. And then just this past month, there's a humongous story coming out of Worlds this year. Obviously Faker's team was in the finals, and their opposing team contained a player who went to the same high school as Faker and was never as good as him. And their team has always been underrated and not really favored. But then this year they were the underdog team, and they made it somehow through all the odds all the way to the finals. And then in the finals, the underdog team unseated Faker's team, and they became the world champions. And it was a humongous story. It was like a movie. It was incredible.
like-
So there's no
Wait,
It's literally the plot of Karate Kid.
is it esports
Like-
event we're doing or team? I'm confused. Which one?
This one's
well,
event,
Okay.
and
but this is what happened at
they
Worlds.
should have been the team
Oh.
that they should have been nominated, but they aren't, which is strange.
Oh, they're not even nominated for team. Interesting.
So we're gonna vote.
I
for
voted-
World.
I voted for Valorant Champions 2022 because it's got the coolest trophy.
It does. That's why I voted for it
So,
as well.
That's-
Man.
All right. Next category.
I'm gonna put Worlds
Is
for our
Why
podcast.
the hell did that not okay? Fuck you, Jeff Keighley, and your Game Awards website being ass. All right.
Esports coach,
Next
right?
is
Couldn't-
best
couldn't
esports
vote in-
coach.
Other
I got nothing.
Uh,
Skip.
I voted for the guy with the coolest nickname, which is obviously Go Score.
Okay.
That's the coolest nickname. Next is best esports team. Again, I voted for the one with the best name, which is
one?
Loud.
Okay.
Just Loud.
Now, what were you gonna say, Gaff?
I have no idea either.
I don't know who to choose, but I also loud. Correct.
Best
Next.
esports athlete. This is funny because I voted for Faker because it's the best nickname.
Hell yeah, it is.
But apparently he's the best, and I knew that. 100% I knew that.
Definitely.
Eventually we'll get to some categories where I actually like yelling. care
Previous
about that.
category. So this one.
Best esports game. I
Well,
voted for Rocket League because it's the only
closer.
one I've ever played.
League of Legends.
Oh, never mind. I played League of Legends, but fuck that.
I think it's gonna win, so I'll put League of Legends at there.
Wow, voting for the favorite and loser.
Well, we want to win. Be
All right.
correct.
Finally, a
Finally,
category that we might have something to say about other than just talking about Faker. Most anticipated game. The nominees are Final Fantasy 16. First of all, this is still a dumb category though. Final
Mhm.
Fantasy 16, Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4, Starfield, and The Legend of Zelda:
But
Tears of the Kingdom.
people are more
now
obsessed.
that
Finally
Elsa
got a
is on
name
this
now.
list, and God of War is no longer on
Yeah,
this list.
yes. Breath of the Wild 2 finally has a name. Tears of the Kingdom.
That's-
Didn't it win last year when it didn't even have a name?
No, I think it was Elden Ring.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, but it's been on its list for like I think like 3 years at this point. I don't even know.
Yeah, it was the first time it's had a name.
Yeah.
So I want Starfield to win this category, but I think it's gonna be Zelda.
right.
But but I
Probably.
think,
Oh,
and
wait.
there's a chance Final Fantasy wins this.
Okay, so do we want to go around saying our personal picks like going forward?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
for all these, for the rest of these categories, we'll do like personal picks as well, and what we think will win.
Okay.
So it sounds like Gaff says he wants Starfield to win, but Tears of
I'm
the
saying
Kingdom probably-
Zelda.
And I am pretty much in the same boat. I want either Final Fantasy 16 or Starfield to win. Those are like the two I'm most excited for.
Mm,
I find it funny Hogwarts Legacy's in this, but I'm excited for that as well. But
Same.
I think Zelda will probably win.
see, this is where I get torn for my love of Zelda, but and my excitement
hate
for
for the Switch.
Starfield and my hate for the fucking Switch. Yeah, really, that's honestly what it is, man. They just need years ago. But yeah, I know Zelda's gonna win the most anticipated here. But honestly, I feel like Starfield has been. I'm more anticipated for Starfield than I am Zelda, which is crazy to say, but because
True.
you know Zelda's a known quantity in my head, so or at least it'll be slightly different. I'm thinking like Ocarina to Majora's Mask thing.
I'm just excited for a Bethesda game or Bethesda to like go back to like what they're good at making instead of making Fallout 76.
You know what? That's a good
Ouch.
point.
Pretty exciting.
He's not wrong though.
Eric, what about you? What do you got to say about this one?
I mean, I'm with you guys in thinking that Zelda is probably gonna win this one. It's been, like I said earlier, on this list for like 3 years. I think it's probably gonna be like the biggest one out of all of these here, even though they're all pretty big. But like, I feel like it's like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's like an event whenever a major Zelda game always releases.
Generation defining.
It doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen
Then
a lot.
again,
Yeah,
now
it's
there's
been like,
Bethesda.
It's been 5 years.
and it's gonna be like 5 or 6 years since Breath of the Wild released. So like,
Yep.
6 years actually. Yeah, 6 years. So
yeah.
Yep.
yeah, so it's gonna be like crazy. Like if Tears of the Kingdom is a lot bigger than we like expect it to be, it's gonna be crazy because I think people expected it to be like kind of like Majora's Mask where they reuse the asset and it's like kind of like a sequel to Ocarina of Time was, and like how they just built off of that. But like it's been 6 years and I kind of feel like
Yeah,
they're
there's a
showing
reason
us-
why it's taken this long.
Yeah, I kind of feel like there's the new mechanics that they've shown like so far, even though like it's a little bit like seems interesting, and I'm interested to see where it's go. So that's what I think is gonna win. My personal pick obviously is Final Fantasy 16. That shit looks fucking fire.
It does look awesome.
We're gonna see. It's expected that we're gonna see more of it at the Game Awards. It's probably gonna be like another trailer and release date. So looking forward to that to see like what else we got in store for that game.
Very excited for that.
So I'm gonna put the vote
Next.
as Tears of
Oh.
the Kingdom for us, like for our podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%, yeah. Best adaptation. We have
Arcane.
Come on, Arcane.
League of Legends,
No question.
Cyberpunk
Like,
Edge Runners, The Cuphead
you guys
Show,
don't-
Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Uncharted. Uncharted.
Like, you guys don't even like League of Legends, but you all loved Arcane, right?
Never
Now-
watched it.
What?
Wait,
Real
you never
quick.
watched it?
The only one on here that I've watched is Uncharted, and it would be the last one I voted for. I would vote for
Yeah.
any of the other ones that I've never even seen before I voted for Uncharted.
I
Real
would think
quick,
you'd watched.
though.
Yeah.
Wasn't Arcane last year?
No,
It wasn't.
No, it was this year.
Pretty sure it was
I
this
remember
year.
watching it.
Didn't they played the theme song right from Imagine Dragons at last year's Game Awards?
Maybe
I
something.
thought it was last year.
Maybe some
Wait
part
a
of it
minute.
was
yeah,
this year.
it was 2021.
So wait,
I'm like confused on why this is here then.
And it was in September too, so it's not like it was
Yeah.
like late in the year.
Wait a minute.
What the
oh,
fuck?
Or was it so close?
Oh
to the
no,
Game
that's
Awards
that's
that-
one of the. Is that one of the trailers that was September?
Did it not make the deadline? I'm
I think
seeing
it was
the
the
first
end of
episode
November.
was.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the first episode was November 6th, 2021. So
Oh, yeah.
maybe
yeah.
just barely
Maybe
didn't make the
then.
deadline.
interesting.
Yeah.
Either
'Cause the
way,
whole
I'm voting
show
for
probably
Arcane.
would've had to be out, so.
Yeah, I voted Arcane as well.
I mean, I voted for the Cuphead show, but Arcane's gonna win. There's not a chance in hell that Arcane doesn't win this. Like, it's League of Legends.
you see, that's where I would stop and pause just because of recency bias for Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Yeah, I think
That's the only one that I could see. Like, maybe.
the two big shots here are Arcane and Cyberpunk. I don't know. I think Cyberpunk might win because of the recency bias, but obviously I voted for Sonic the Hedgehog, baby.
Oh, damn it.
Of course you did. If
Good movie.
if Uncharted wins this,
There's no hope
I
for the
will-
world.
I will take like 3 shots back to back to
I'll-
back
I'll take 4. I'll
On-
match you. and
on
raise you.
Thursday. All right, hold me to it.
I will one up you guys and take 5.
Fuck that movie. If that wins, I would
Um,
lose my.
You're gonna need
We're
those shots
partying.
if that one.
We're
Yeah.
partying if it wins.
In regards
yeah,
to the-
it sounds like we're partying if it wins. Gaff is gonna be down in 4 shots in fucking South
Oh my
Africa.
God. In regards to
3
this category though,
3 a.m. Yeah.
for it being like the first time it's on here, these are some pretty good picks. Besides Uncharted, of course, but like all these
No.
picks are pretty good.
Not besides Uncharted. Don't you dare.
I mean, Cuphead show. I haven't watched it, but like from the trailers I've seen, that looks pretty good. Cyberpunk
Yeah.
and Arcane. There's
Sonic
like
was
no
pretty good.
need to
I like
talk
that
about.
movie.
And yeah, Sonic 2 is good. Like I'm not saying that just as a fanboy. Like
Oh,
it's a good adaptation of like the franchise.
better than the first one
Yeah,
too.
I'm glad that this category exists.
Yeah.
Because we need more of these.
So I'm gonna put Arcane for our vote
Yep.
because I feel like that is just edges
And-
out Cyberpunk.
I would like to put in a prediction for this award next year. The Last of Us is gonna run away with it. That is my prediction.
That's a good prediction.
Mario
Well,
movie.
but Mario movie has a chance though.
Oh fuck! I forgot about
Chris
that.
Pratt might drag that one down.
That is a
Sorry.
good point.
Don't,
I
don't
still think The
underestimate
Last of
them.
Us. I still think The Last of Us is gonna win.
I'm
But
Anyway,
yeah, the Mario
Next
movie might.
category.
Next category is best debut indie game.
come on.
So we have Neon White, Norco, Stray, Tunic, and Vampire Survivors. So,
Steven?
I played so few games this year. Man.
I feel like Vampire Survivors is gonna win this one.
It needs to win this one. It's in no other category. It
yeah.
needs to win this one. It should be
Yeah.
best indie game, like flat. This game, I don't know.
Now, I can change my vote, right?
Yeah, you just
I
have to
don't know.
unclick the one you picked.
But like,
Because I voted for Stray when I voted, but fuck that. I'm voting for Vampire Survivors now that I've actually played it.
But, you know,
yeah,
Neon White might have it. I feel like Neon White also deserves it. I haven't played Neon White, so I don't know.
Neither have I.
yeah, me
I
neither.
haven't played Norco. Either.
However, I will put this
Tunic.
way: it's a debut indie studio,
yeah.
whereas Neon White has made games before.
What?
Has
no.
it?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I'm
It's
pretty sure.
the publisher.
No, I'm
yeah,
pretty
Annapurna
sure
is the publisher.
Angel Matrix has made something before.
Then why would it be in this category?
There's some funny business going on.
Could be
That would be
wrong. Could be
bullshit.
wrong. But yeah,
Anyway,
I feel like Vampire
I'm voting
Survivors
for.
is the underdog, definitely.
It should
But
win.
Should win. I'm gonna put that.
Yeah,
as a-
I'll predict Vampire Survivors, and I'll give a vote to Tunic.
It's such
for
a good
myself.
like.
Oh, don't vote for
Oh,
Tunic.
man.
That game's not that good.
I agree. Like I played it and I couldn't stick with it, man.
It's so obtuse. Like, so obtuse. It's ridiculous how
Ugh.
obtuse it is.
Content creator of the year.
Yeah, obviously, Vampire Survivors is
You know,
both my picks. Basically, that game is like ridiculously addictive and fun. So
Tunic is a 179-degree angle. That's how obtuse it is, all right?
Yeah, just
We get it.
almost makes sense. Almost makes sense.
look at Mr. Math Man over here.
But at the end of the day, like, I still might like Stray more, but since it's the only category that Vampire Survivors is in, I'm gonna.
Stray's on everything. You don't need to
Yeah.
give it that much love.
For whatever reason, strays everywhere.
Yep.
It's
Cat game,
great.
That's why.
It's a good game. All right.
Internet loves cats.
Next.
Don't hate till you play it. Content creator of the year, we have Carl Jacobs, Ludwig, Nebellion, No Brew, and
Cutie Cinderella.
Cinderella.
QT Cinderella.
Yo, give it up for Nebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He should.
I
win
voted
this
for
one.
Ludwig.
We all know it's going to be Carl
Lud-
Jacobs or Ludwig.
Ludwig should win this one by
Yeah.
like country mile. He
Okay.
had some awesome streams near the beginning of the year, right? He went on like this man streamed for literally like
yeah, but
2 months straight or something.
Here's the thing.
Insane.
the cat label of the category is against that.
content creator of the year.
Yeah. It's for,
Listen, I'm
for a
gonna
streamer
rant
or
about this
content
real
creator
quick.
who has made an important
Oh,
and
God.
positive impact on the community. 2022.
I'm gonna rant about this real quick. All right.
Ludwig make a positive impact.
No, I know. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, but like
I mean,
this,
Nebelian like did
For
some
our
tweets,
circles,
you know,
maybe a little less, but
that
I
I
can see
liked, I
it.
guess. But
yeah, I feel like this category is heavily biased towards streamers because like
Well,
Nebelian is like the only outlier, but like there are a bunch of YouTubers out there who I would say do a lot, and they are never in this category. This is like one
what are
that
you
I always
talking
see streamers in.
And you're not wrong.
your
so
boy
many
Carl
times.
Jacobs is a YouTuber.
Well, I don't know who the fuck Carl
First and
Jacobs even
foremost.
is.
He-
The first time I
he's
heard
like
of him,
He's
he's like
the-
mini Mr. Beast,
Yeah,
right?
he's the secondhand
Oh,
Mr.
boy.
Beast.
the first time I heard
and if we're all
Carl
being
Jacobs-
honest, Mr. Beast should just win this award fucking
Right,
every year.
yeah.
So
But is he a gaming content creator?
Yeah.
I don't think he is, right?
Yeah, he still does
Uh,
that.
He is.
Yeah.
I
he's
don't know.
done some stuff.
Not
yeah,
as
he's
much
not
as he
like-
used
Anyways.
to, but yeah.
Carl Jacobs is definitely like more into like gaming stuff than Mr. Beast.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Still.
Like I feel like every year it's always like these streamers that I do not recognize at all. And like Carl Jacobs, like you said, I only recognize him because he was supposed to come to Kind of Funny on the stream on the studio day, but he never did. So
I'm not
it's
surprised.
the only reason I know about him.
Yeah, this is the first year where I like actually recognize some of the streamers.
Same. I think Ludwig's gonna take it though. I'm gonna put that as our vote.
Yeah. It's
I'll
gonna
just
be
go with the
Ludwig or
grouping,
Carl Jacobs.
Ludwig.
There's like no way it's not one of them two.
Plus, I
Yeah,
like
who
the
I
geek
think-
stuff.
It'd be cool to see Nebelian win, but
Who I think is gonna
Ooh.
win, I got no idea. I'm gonna
Sounds
abstain
bad.
from that. My personal
One of
vote
these
was
two.
Nebelian.
abstain.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about this category. Nebelian is literally the only person on here I know, and like
Yeah.
he doesn't even make content anymore because he quit Twitter. So
Yeah, that's the funny thing about that.
Best multiplayer. We have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. We have Multiverses, Overwatch 2, Splatoon 3, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Shredder's Revenge.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty's probably gonna win.
Ugh,
Um,
it's fine, I guess.
I would like
think-
to see literally any of them other than Call of Duty win.
Same.
yeah,
Well,
I think
I'd like to see either
Overwatch-
Multiverses, Splatoon 3, or TMNT
I
win.
don't know if I
Yeah.
want Overwatch to win.
No,
I don't want
I wasn't
Overwatch
done.
to win.
I was gonna say I think Overwatch is not gonna win this because of that all the problems it has, like from launch
Yeah, I just
and
haven't.
like
It seems like I haven't heard that many people talk about it.
so like there was like the big problems at launch everyone knows about, and like there's also like the controversy around the battle pass locking heroes behind
Oh.
like tier 50
Yeah.
or whatever.
I have something to say.
And so I don't think that's gonna win that. My personal vote is Splatoon 3 because I fucking love Splatoon 3. But who I think is gonna win is probably Modern Warfare 2.
So who I think is gonna win is actually Overwatch 2. And I'll explain it in the way of popularity. It's still in the top of the directory for most of the Twitch stuff. There's a lot of people
Really?
playing Overwatch 2. Andy Cortez was playing until 3 a.m. yesterday trying to finish the battle pass. And they're doing some decent stuff with the new heroes and balancing. I don't know. I haven't really had too much issues.
I mean, wasn't there the issue where like May was disabled for like 2 weeks or something like
They
that? I don't
did.
even know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's any live service game, especially when you're trying to keep
But-
the integrity of the experience. Like they just disabled the character entirely because
But Steven, this is COD we're talking about. This is Warzone.
dude, okay, if we're talking Warzone, implicitly
Well, that's what
Warzone,
this is.
no, because this doesn't sound like it's that.
I think Warzone doesn't show up anywhere
yeah,
else.
well,
so it has to
Warzone missed
fall
the
under
deadline,
category.
right?
Well, the thing it's weird with Call of Duty because
Oh,
like
that's
isn't
true,
like
probably didn't,
Warzone like
yeah.
technically packed into like the base game,
Mm-mm.
just that mode's
Well,
free to play.
Yes and no, but it's not the same game, right? They're two separate clients.
Mm.
I mean, when I download Warzone, it downloads Modern Warfare 2, so I don't really know about that.
Yeah, but it switches over when you do like two different modules because you don't have to have Warzone to have Modern Warfare 2.
Okay, fine. If we're strictly talking about MW2 multiplayer, I'm still voting for it.
Me too. There are a lot of people
Yeah,
playing
I think you see it that way, Steven, but I think the general audience is still gonna see it.
that.
as,
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh, this is
Warzone.
Modern Warfare
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
You're right. That makes sense. Next,
I voted for
category.
TMNT because fuck yeah.
I voted for Overwatch.
Yeah.
personally.
Fuck yeah.
Best sports / racing.
This is what I want to win.
This
Who
is
the
what
fuck
won.
cares? I don't
This is
know.
what won me my my fantasy critic F1 2022 baby
Yeah,
for the
you
dub.
called it.
FIFA 23, NBA 2K23, Gran Turismo 7, and Ali Ali World. I voted for Ali Ali World because fuck all these other games.
So you know what? Let me vote for
Same.
that
Come
too.
out
I voted for
every year.
fucking Gran Turismo. Let me switch that shit. I remember Gran Turismo didn't launch that well.
Ollie Ollie World is really good, by the way.
What
That's
I
what I
think will
voted for.
win,
I won't fight it.
no idea. I have saying from what I
No
think will win
idea.
here.
I-
Literally, like fuck all these
Okay, but
games, man.
What do we think is going to win, though? Probably FIFA.
I say FIFA.
Probably FIFA.
Probably.
I
Obviously.
don't
I
think there's
really
enough
don't know.
racing people out there in the
Well-
world that will get GT7 to win.
See, these are mostly critic voted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 90
Oh,
critic
yeah,
and 10% audience. I believe.
Okay. So if we're taking the 90% into account here,
Might be Ollie Ollie.
it might be Ollie Ollie World.
or GT because that's got a
'Cause
ton
it-
of both.
From what I
Is
heard,
that reviewed well?
FIFA didn't have a
maybe?
great year, and
I think
neither
those
did
are maybe
NBA.
70s. I really don't know.
And Gran Turismo didn't have the most stellar launch. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Ollie.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to see Ollie Ollie
Yeah.
win.
I agree.
Best sim / strategy. We have Dune Spice Wars, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Total Warhammer 3, not 2, 2 Point Campus, and Victoria 3. I have not played any of these games. I would guess that Mario plus Rabbids wins, but who knows? And that's what I voted
I also haven't played anything. My guess is Warhammer. I want Mario plus Rabbids to win.
Okay.
Yeah, I voted for Mario plus Rabbids, and I think that's probably the one that's gonna win.
Okay.
There's a game in a later category that I think should have belonged in here because the name strategy is literally in its name. But we'll talk about that when we get there.
Yeah, I think for me, I have not played any of these to any extent. I played a lit 2 Point Campus like 30 minutes. But I feel like this one, Mario Rabbids is gonna take it here.
Best family. Not best family game, just best family. What a weird what a weird way to
We expect to see such faces as the Adams family.
also known I will have it know this is also known as the Nintendo category.
Yeah.
This is always the weirdest category.
Not this.
It just
There's an exception this year.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, which is not Nintendo, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which is technically also not Nintendo, but it has Mario.
Nintendo.
Nintendo Switch Sports, and Splatoon 3.
Okay. Real talk is
Your boy
Kirby.
voted for Kirby,
Yeah.
and if Kirby doesn't win, this category is a farce. All right, that game rules.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Kirby.
Star Wars should not win this from what I've seen of their co-op.
Yeah.
It
That's
shouldn't.
egregious.
It's bullshit, dude. It's so bullshit.
Coming to
I was
Game
playing
Pass.
with
Well,
my
yeah.
I was playing with my brother, and like the Splatoon's okay. It's really annoying that it's vertical only.
oh
you
my
can't shoot
ew.
Oh,
I know. It's like, what are we doing here?
What a
Like, if it's
reaction.
gonna be only one option, it should be horizontal. What are
Or-
we doing with vertical split screen?
or at
Get
least
the
Vertical
fuck
split
outta
screen in the
here.
year 2022. What the fuck is this? The PS2?
I mean, to be fair, It Takes Two is vertical split screen,
That's fair.
but it worked better than that because like the camera was a little farther out. It doesn't work when the camera is like this close to the character, like it is in Lego Star Wars.
Splatoon is a shooter, and you can say it's a more competitive shooter.
Right.
You
I mean,
need
I
that.
could see
Yeah,
Splatoon
proper
3
screen.
winning this category probably, but
yeah, that's what I voted
I-
for. 2 and 3.
I
voted
disagree.
for
I don't
both.
think people think of Splatoon 3 as
Family.
a more than one person game.
I
I mean, does Kirby have co-op?
Kirby deserves to
Yeah.
win this game. That's
Oh,
what I'm
really? I
saying.
don't know.
Kirby deserves to win this, of all these ones.
I don't know that
The
there
only
needs
weird
to
thing
be
about-
co-op. It just says best game appropriate for family.
But I think
irrespective.
Kirby
Yeah,
does have
see?
co-op.
Yeah, I
The
don't
only,
know.
the only weird thing with this category is that past years, like, there's been games with no co-op in it, and like, would you consider that family? I don't know. It's really kind of weird.
They have
Mm,
co-op.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would.
Look,
I would.
if it has cute characters,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the only
Then-
thing that this category is like. Here, cute characters. Here you
That's
go.
what-
This category is really
Kirby
why
good.
should
isn't
win
Stray
this
on
one.
here?
And
Kirby
if it
has
doesn't,
co-op.
it's
Just
bullshit.
confirm.
I'm glad it's here though for
Alright.
Kirby to get something. Hopefully.
Go Kirby, baby, go Kirby.
Yeah.
Y'all need to
Splatoon 3,
play that
that's what I
game,
voted for.
losers.
Next category.
I can't believe I am the only one that's played Kirby. I'm not even a
I
Nintendo
know.
person.
I know. That was weird.
Ridiculous. Welcome to Best Fighting, which is funny category this year. We have
Mm.
DNF Duel, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. Ridiculous names.
Cool.
The
Yeah.
Kena Fighters 15.
15.
Multi versus and what everyone saw coming, Sifu.
Boo.
Which is not
Get
a fighting
Sifu out of
game.
here. That's not a fighting game.
If Sifu is here, then like
Yo,
Batman
you
should
fight.
have been
What are you
every
talking about?
fighting game category.
Batman
Oh,
should have
yeah,
been there in the
like-
fighting. Yeah.
Spider-Man should have been in Best Fighting in 2018.
God of War.
No, you shoot
while we're at
webs
it.
in that. That
God of
doesn't
War.
count. Has to be fists only.
Jeez.
My vote goes to multiverses.
I want
Give
it
it,
to be.
give it to
multi-
fucking multiverses. I
Yeah.
hate multiverses, but it has to win.
I am for chaos, so I'm voting for Sifu. But
DNF Duel.
I-
I've heard
I
really
would
good
guess-
things, but-
I would guess that multiverses is probably gonna win.
and it's
Yeah.
Arc System.
Hey, if Sifu
like
adds a
it's-
1v1 mode, then maybe then yeah, it can go into fighting. But
Pretty good
until then, get that out of here.
Yeah.
Give it a 2D mode, then we'll talk.
Next one is exciting though.
Next category, we have best role playing game.
Here we
which
go.
I'm very upset about this category. We have Elden Ring in this category, unfortunately. Live a live. Fuck that stupid title. Pokemon Legends Arceus and Triangle Strategy. And how is Triangle Strategy not? Is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Eric? How is that not?
Literally,
in
the name
Sim /
strategy is in the name.
I mean, it is an RPG though.
Yeah, it's not. A
Yeah, but like
strategy
Fire
so-
Emblem Three Houses was too, and that was in strategy.
but it's
that
not.
year.
Like,
That's
Oh,
weird.
fair point.
And then Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is one I'm voting for. I really hope it
In the-
somehow
yeah.
beats Elden Ring, but I doubt
Yeah.
it.
that's the only reason I'm upset that Elden Ring is in this category because I know it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
take it. Like, God damn it. But for our podcast, I feel like you have a obligation to vote here.
Yeah.
I think think
Xenoblade.
as much as the critics, as much as the Xenoblade fans and the critics froth at the mouth at the mention of this game, I think there's more Elden Ring fans.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
it's probably gonna
Elden
win.
Ring's
Oh,
gonna win.
Elden Ring is gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
If Xenoblade won any category, I wish it was either this or soundtrack.
Yes.
Or
Yeah. Shout
Yeah.
out to Arceus, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad it
Pokemon
got
actually trying
What?
something new.
it'd
something.
be hilarious at that one.
But
Be
And then they got and then Scarlet and Violet came out.
it's a great game.
The next category, which is one of my least favorite because it's such a generic fucking category name. Best action / adventure. We have Plague Tale Requiem, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Tunic.
Give it to God of War.
Yeah, that's. I feel like God of War is really
Yeah,
the only choice.
Of these
God of War's
ones.
gonna win. It got my vote. None of these other games even fucking touch the quality of God of War.
I haven't even played it, and I
Cool.
know already is better.
It is the best
Yeah.
at action adventuring.
Pour one out to Horizon. They're getting shafted another year.
That's kind of funny.
Stop coming
I
out in the
mean-
same year as their other Sony games. Eh?
Right.
They wouldn't get shafted if they made better games. So
Ooh.
just my
Dang.
opinion, you know. Just my.
I mean, I haven't played Forbidden
It's
West.
pretty
yet, so,
generic
like,
for a lot of the stuff what I
Yeah.
saw. So
I mean, it's fun, but like, it's not. The ending is so bad, like, awful. Now time to take out the adventure for best action.
no
game.
adventure
Just
here.
action.
No,
No adventuring.
If you even think about adventuring in these games, get out. All right.
Go back to the
We
puzzle
have-
solving.
We have Bayonetta 3, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. How is there not an FPS category? Fucking stupid, man. Neon White, CPU again. How did it get nominated for action and fighting?
Because they had to put.
And
I
then
think it belongs
Teenage-
more in action than fighting, though.
Agreed.
I know. And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Hey, real talk though.
I voted
Uh,
for Sifu.
I voted
Oh, fuck
for
off.
TMNT, and that's
Me too.
yeah.
I voted for Bayonetta.
Give it to the little guys.
I'm gonna vote for TMNT. It's the only one I've actually
I
played.
think
I'm
of
shitty
like
about
Yeah.
action strictly. If we're talking strictly action, I feel like Bayonetta should probably win this one. Or as like
I think
Probably
there's
Heard some mixed
will.
things about that game though.
yeah,
Really?
but
People
yeah,
don't like that way
it was good.
the story ends.
yeah, but like
Um,
you don't judge a whole game based on how a story ends. Like
True. But like
I-
I also heard people complain about
lot
like
of
some of the
people do.
mechanics they added in there. Something
I'm
about the
included.
giant monster controlling aspect of it. People don't like that apparently from what I heard.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm not a
I-
Bayonetta player, so
I think there's
don't
been
really
so
know
much
about
hype
that.
and buzz around Bayonetta that I think it's gonna win.
true. I think it's been talked about a lot.
Yeah.
It was
think it was
announced at the Game
announced-
Awards.
Yeah, it was announced the game like the year the Switch came out. It was announced at that Game Awards.
All right. What do we want to
Then
be
it's
our
definitely
vote
winning.
for this one? What do you guys think?
TMNT.
I'm going TMNT. Yeah.
Bayonetta.
I would like to see TMNT. win.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
But yeah, I'd like to see Bayonetta win too, because Jennifer Hale.
I think it's more likely that Bayonetta.
Fuck that lady that was trying to take advantage of voice actors being
Oh,
underpaid.
yeah, that was a time.
Yeah, I thought that's the whole story right there.
All right, so I'd put ours as Bayonetta because it's probably good.
Next is best VR/AR game, which I don't think probably any of us have anything to say about this, but
Nope.
After the
None of
Fall,
us are rich
Among
enough.
Us VR, Bone
Gotcha.
Lab, Moss Book 2, and Red Matter 2. I'm voting for Moss Book 2 because it's on my fantasy critic team.
Well-
Let's go, baby.
I voted Among Us because I don't know what just Among Us.
I
Is
just-
that still popular? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm voting Among
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah, Among Us.
Among Us will
good.
probably win.
I want to play
it's
some of
Among Us,
these
but-
games on my Quest, but like, it's just unwieldy.
Among Us was
like,
also a Game Awards announcement.
The VR one.
Oh,
was,
the
yeah.
VR.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
version, yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be Among Us. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. So
Um,
these are. Here's the thing: is it's not popular vote, right? These are not popular. These are critic vote. So
Part of, yeah.
Yeah, but like, how many VR games do the critics play? Is the question.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyone who's played it probably would say.
I've
probably
never even
Moss Book
heard of like
2.
most of those other
Like-
ones too. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Moss Book 2 got better
Like that,
reviews
that's the only.
than
Yeah, that's true. That's the
Hmm.
only one I could see like beating
taking
Among
it.
Us.
Although I'm just gonna
Yeah.
put Among Us as ours.
Next is innovation and accessibility. We have As Dusk Falls, God of War Ragnarok, Return to Monkey Island, The Last of Us Part 1, and The Quarry. I've only I don't
Here's the thing.
As Dusk Falls, I don't know that had that many accessibility options really.
What they
So I don't-
did
I don't
made
know
it
about that one.
more accessible to a lot of people, though, I suppose, as like an entry to the game. But really, you're right. There's not like
Um
standouts for like large text, simple UI, things like
yeah.
that.
Now, God of War Ragnarok, oh my god. Like the first thing it offers to you is like just an insane menu of accessibility options. So
That's awesome.
it really should win. I guess I don't really know about any of these other
Yeah.
games. I'm sure The Last of Us Part 1 probably has similar. It seems like Sony's doing a really good job with like
Yeah.
accessibility lately. So
Yeah.
I'm sure Last of Us Part 1 also has.
I'm gonna.
a bunch
Whatever
of
I
else.
chose
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok because that's really the only one I've experienced with.
Yeah. And like it does a good job.
Yeah,
So, like-
there is a shit ton of options in there. Some of them might be a little confusing when I look through them all. 'Cause I'm like, that's a lot of options.
But you know, the people that need them know what they're
Yeah.
probably know what they mean. So
Yeah. Next one, supported by Discord.
sponsored by
Sponsored
Discord.
by Discord.
Brought to you by Discord. Best community support.
The X
we
Interact
have-
podcast brought to you by Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Same sponsor. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky. I'm in solidarity with Eric. I voted for Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I'll throw my vote behind Eric as well.
That's all I'm saying. The expansion came out last year in December, and got shafted. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, I'll give you this one. I'll give you this one. Even though Witch Queen was amazing, I'll give you this
Yeah.
one.
I mean, all these games do great. You know, like I'm
and
playing
Fortnite has
fucking
been killing
No
it
Man's
too.
Sky on a Steam Deck, and it's fucking great.
As first, like
There's a reason-
community support.
There's
I
a
don't know about
reason
that.
these games get nominated every year. Because they have good community support.
Yeah,
Now-
these are
Less
literally the
so.
same games.
Now-
Less so about this one. I don't know about Fortnite.
Fucking
like,
Epic
but-
Games needs to get their shit together and send some of their fucking Fortnite people to
Right. Fall Guys.
Fall Guys
Yeah.
and figure out how to like actually communicate with people.
I mean, have you seen like the new additions they did to Fortnite this today?
It's been
Not just
no, I haven't,
the
dude.
So it's not just like the new season. It's like apparently some new Unreal Engine shit where like the lighting
Oh,
is a lot better and
shit.
stuff like that.
They put 5.1 in there. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh dude, that's exciting. Some of the foliage stuff they did in there is crazy. Yeah, Fortnite. I don't know about community support in general. I know like updates, it's been really good, but like I feel like Final
Well, it's his
Fantasy
game updates
14.
and patches right here. So
Oh,
Yeah, it's part of it. Man.
okay then. Yeah.
but
Best.
shouts out to No Man's Sky because they do updates for free. Like
True.
there is no battle pass or all in that game. You buy it once and you get all those updates for free. Like how the fuck are they making money?
There's people just buy the game. I think.
They aren't. No. Best mobile game: Apex Legends Mobile, Diablo Immortal, Genshin Impact, Marvel Snap, Tower of Fantasy.
Well,
I mean, I see Marvel Snap everywhere I go now, but that's just because of who I follow.
Dude, those
right.
those ads are everywhere on YouTube too.
And that's why I didn't vote for it because
Me neither.
it annoys the hell out of me. I voted for Diablo Immortal because it hasn't
Wow.
annoyed me.
Don't you got phones?
Just scorched earth,
Don't
huh?
you have phones?
I mean, look at that
Um,
logo, you know?
Yeah. I've only have
It's a good game.
experience with Genshin for like a weekend, like last year or something like that. But I did play like 2 minutes of Apex Legends, so there you go. I'll give it to Apex for 2 minutes.
I think Genshin's winning, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably.
I
I think Genshin is gonna win.
I'm gonna say
China
Marvel Snap.
loves Genshin so fucking much.
I'm gonna say Marvel Snap because a lot of the critics I hear have been playing Marvel Snap. I feel like that's gonna maybe take it. Genshin is
Probably be playing
definitely
it as they watch the Game Awards.
right. So yeah, I might.
Oh,
do
there's
the
gonna be a
same,
Marvel
like,
Snap ad at the Game Awards, isn't there?
Probably.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Sponsored to
There's
you
gonna be
by
an ad
Marvel
probably
Snap.
from like 3 or 4 of these, like realistically. Yeah, let's put Genshin there. I feel like
Best indie game. We have Cult of the Lamb, Neon White, Sifu, Stray, and Tunic.
where's Rogue Legacy
Cult of
2?
the
Where's
Lamb,
Vampire
right?
Survivors?
I'll take Cult of the Lamb. Pretty average.
Ooh, okay. I was to say my guess is that Cult of the Lamb wins it because I feel like a lot of people talked about that game.
It was pretty
for a long time.
popular.
I think it'll probably win it, but like that's also my vote too. That's the only one I played, so
But also I voted for Stray
For best indie. I could see it.
because Tunic's the only one other one I've played, and Stray is definitely better than Tunic.
I need to play Cult of the
So.
Neon White before the end of the year. But yeah, I think it's gonna be I think for popular vote, or at least vote amongst them. I feel like the best indie will probably end up being Stray. I'll click
Yeah.
that.
It is nominated for Game of the Year for a reason, so probably will win it.
Outstanding creative and technical achievement. I feel like that does fit that.
Best ongoing. We have Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. This is eerily similar
Yeah.
to best community support.
yes.
And once again, I voted for Final Fantasy 14.
Final Fantasy.
Next
14.
category.
Yep, we're gonna put that in. Lock it in.
Games for Impact,
Okay.
which is a ridiculous category because it's like a pro social meaning or message. Like, all right,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of games go for that, but
There's 2 Annapurna games
it's
here.
kind of yeah, the Annapurna category, honestly. Memoir Blue, As Dust Falls, Citizen Sleeper, Endling, Extinction is Forever, Hindsight, and I Was a Teenage Exocolonist.
Damn.
I almost want that
I
one
didn't
to
know none of
win
these
just for the
games, so I
name.
have no idea.
As
I've
Dust Falls,
played-
because I've seen the most trailers for it.
I have played 2 of these games, and I voted for As Dust Falls. Talk about it in a little bit because the other game I've played is not good.
So the one I voted to win personally was Citizen Sleeper, because it's got a thought-provoking like story. So I've not played too much of any of these other ones besides maybe As Dust Falls, but probably gonna be it.
I would be surprised if As Dust Falls doesn't win that one. Moving on to best performance. We have Ashley Birch for Horizon Forbidden. Why does it say the
Yeah, that's weird. Why is it not flipped?
Name, yeah. All right. Ashley Birch, Horizon Forbidden West. Charlotte McBurney for A Plague Tale Requiem. Christopher Judge for God of War Ragnarok. Manon Gage for Immortality, and Sunny Suljic for God of War Ragnarok.
And the fact that it doesn't show like
Oi.
who they play, because not everybody knows. Like,
yeah, it also doesn't.
yeah, it doesn't show who they
that's
play.
also true. Um, I would guess that Christopher Judd is probably gonna win this one, just because.
Did he win for 2018?
But that's
Was
the
he
thing.
even
I
nominated?
don't remember if he won. No, you know who won?
no, it was
Oh, Arthur Morgan.
Arthur Morgan.
yep,
Because that's one of the best
because
performances
it was
in a video game ever. So
yeah, it was awesome. It was good.
I'm still going with fucking Christopher Judge.
I'm
Probably Christopher
I would be
Judge.
I would be shocked if he doesn't win this category.
Yeah,
My vote, even though I didn't necessarily love the game as much as I expected, my vote went to Charlotte McBurney for Plague Tale.
Yeah, personal vote goes to
'Cause
Charlotte.
she did a very good
Plague
job.
Tale.
my personal vote went to Manon Gage for Immortality, because I've heard really great things about her performance in that. So, but I think the podcast vote probably goes to Christopher Judge.
Next is Best Audio Design. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Forbidden West.
Ooh, inches.
This is one I will genuinely give to Call of Duty.
Same, actually.
Their sound design is
I
pretty crazy.
I find like sound design is like a weird thing to me because like in Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok, what exactly are they talking about for like sound design there? Like,
You know, the folly.
what's-
Just
What?
everything that's going
the
around
the
with
snow,
sound, you know?
and like when you step on
It's
the snow
not
and
the
it
soundtrack, it's-
crunches, it's the
Anything
it's not
but
the
the
soundtrack,
music.
yeah. But like I don't think I was like, oh man, look at
think about it
look
if
at all
you were
these weapon
immersed,
clangs
right?
going on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I would give this one to Horizon.
Okay.
actually
'Cause,
that
like,
would
the
make sense.
The bow noises and like the like all the technology like makes noise. All the animals shooting all like the pieces of armor and shit off is really cool.
I could see that really being immersive too. Like,
Yeah.
But like
I went with Gran
obviously like
Turismo because like those car games usually do good with that with like the engine
Exactly.
sounds and stuff like that.
that's what I was gonna say.
Forza
Obviously,
won
like
last year.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like Call of Duty and Gran Turismo are probably the two that could win. That are probably gonna like be the top, just because like I feel like it goes with the first person shooter because you have to have all the different noises for like the guns and all like that. And then yeah, Gran Turismo with
all
I
right.
feel like racing games, the audio is really important, but I haven't played either of them.
Just
so.
to shaft Call of Duty, I'm gonna put Gran
I'm voting for Horizon, but yeah.
Mm.
I feel like it's gonna be either.
I voted Elden Ring, but that's
Yeah, I mean, it's not biased. It's
they did good on the monster designs stuff. Like,
best score and music.
come on.
A Plague
you
Tale
go.
Rip my
Requiem,
heart out, why don't you?
Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Metal Hellsinger, or Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which should win. And if
Okay.
it doesn't,
I don't think
fuck
Elden
this,
Ring should be
sorry.
here. As much as I like it, I don't really think of the score and music of Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, Eric, I'm not memeing. I think Xenoblade can win this.
yeah, but Suda
Yeah,
killed it.
so obviously my personal pick is Xenoblade. Fucking look to chapter 5 for the fucking music in there, it makes me fucking cry.
Yeah, dude.
But Elden Ring, like, when I look back on it, I'm just like, what were like the memorable soundtracks?
The
from
boss
Elden Ring?
songs and
Like,
the menu music.
yeah, the second to last final boss, obviously having like the reprised main theme was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ragnarok, I mean, Ragnarok has like it's good sounding, but like it never really blew me away, you know.
Right.
Like
Oh,
obviously there's like the God of War Ragnarok theme, like the
I was gonna
dun,
say,
dun,
dude,
dun.
every time that kicks in, I
Yeah,
just
that's
get,
the
like,
fucking standout one, of
my
course.
nips are just like, oh,
But like everything, like I think that's like the only standout one for me, you know. Whereas Xenoblade, I'm like, oh, look at the battle themes, look at the fucking the cutscene themes. Like
Oh my god.
I will
those with
say,
the
like,
vocal
the-
parts were kind of interesting too.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say, like the general like open world music wasn't as good as 1 and 2 to me, but like I still
Yeah.
enjoyed like the
Yeah,
soundtrack for what it
I
was.
also, yeah. I think Xenoblade, like for the most part, the good music is the battle music, and then
Like
the music,
cutscenes.
like the cutscene music.
Yeah, cutscenes.
But yeah, just like walking around environments, the music is like
Meh.
Yeah, 1 and 2
not
were a
is
step up
yeah,
from that.
100%. And then also the song that's playing over the last cutscene is an amazing song.
Awesome.
I don't is that soundtrack on fucking Spotify yet?
It
Probably
should
I don't know.
be. Okay, so I'm gonna put our vote as Xenoblade 3, but
If it loses every other category, I don't care. I just want it
right.
to win this one.
And
Yeah.
I was a
Yo,
little
they use a
bit
flute. Come on.
I was a
Yeah,
little bit
fucking
split on
that
this.
game showed me what flutes can do. I've never
Right?
seen like,
Because,
flutes do anything like that.
Metal Hellsinger made songs specifically like with all these different artists for this game, right? They collabed with those artists, and every song in that game is a fucking banger. So, that's
Also,
where I was
Sonic was
split.
stuck for this.
Yeah, Sonic usually
uh,
has good music. So,
Fucking Guardians of the Galaxy didn't win this award last year, right?
okay, but
no,
that
did
was
it?
licensed tracks. I don't really. I
What
mean,
did win
it
this award last-
qualifies,
I don't
but I
remember,
don't know.
Maybe it did win last year.
I know.
Was
I
it
think-
licensed? Well, some of it was.
Well, I mean, yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
Remember,
though,
they
because
But-
they also had a band write fake 80s
they
music
did, and
for
that
it,
was actually pretty good.
Yeah, like,
which was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
All right. So yeah, Xenoblade 3 hopefully will win that award. I'll be upset if it doesn't. Best art direction. This is a weird one because of all these games just trying to be realistic, so it's not
Yeah,
anything special. Elden Ring Elden Ring's got a little bit more of an art style, I would say, than these other ones. But God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Scorn, and Stray.
Look,
No joke. I think scoring
yeah.
a shot.
yeah,
I
think
feel
so
like they
too.
just threw Scorn a bone.
no,
They're
but
just
also
let's
like
fucking
it is
nominate
a
this person.
style, right? Like it's just an
Yeah,
interactive
it's-
museum. Like
It's got one thing going for it, and it's style, at least, at the very least.
I'm
Um,
gonna say Elden Ring for us because it does.
Scorn. Fuck you all. I'm voting for Scorn.
You vote for
I'm
I
Scorn?
did
voting-
Elden Ring.
I'm voting for Horizon Forbidden West. It does
You know
some really
what?
cool stuff with like
The-
the environment in that game.
The podcast is gonna kick Scorn a bone here.
We're voting. Podcast vote for
I
Scorn.
just-
yeah,
I just want to shout out Elden Ring because like even though like it doesn't have like the best graphics, some of the areas are pretty cool,
carries.
like the underground area,
Yeah,
and stuff
but-
like that.
But like all those Dark Souls games, they like at least have like a
like a
I
gothic.
don't know how to describe it, like almost painterly
yeah,
Yeah,
like art stylish.
really
Which
good
I find cool. So
narrative.
next. And also I can't believe that Stray got on me for that. I mean I can. Like
Actually, Stray is.
I would have rather seen Stray nominated for music because the music in that in Stray like is awesome.
You're not wrong.
It's like some like jazzy like techno shit. Like it's so sick. All right, 3 more. Best narrative. We have A Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality.
Take Elden Ring
Alright,
off here.
Here comes the discussion of what is narrative, and does
Um,
Elden Ring have a narrative?
It is. It does, but it does not.
Narrative
belong
is outstanding storytelling and narrative development.
here. I'm sorry.
What
I'm
is
not
the
gonna get
story of
into
Elden
that.
Ring?
I'm not gonna get
How-
into that. I chose Ragnarok.
Here's the
How
thing.
do you define best narrative by using the word narrative?
Right.
What are we doing here, Game Awards? You
Narrative
can't
is the
do
way
that.
it's told. Like
You ever read a dictionary?
I don't think
Yeah.
Elden Ring. From what my friend has told me, I asked him about this. Elden Ring doesn't really tell you anything. You have to
it's.
go piece it together from the little bits and clues you find
That's
around
the
the world.
argument, right? You know, that's the mystery
I
makes
mean-
it better, and like
Anyone can put in lore.
right.
Everyone can put in like
Real talk.
cool Easter eggs here and there. I think it takes a little spice to stitch it all together into a plot that
But-
goes from beginning, middle, end.
As someone who's played
I
a
will
shit
say-
ton of Elden Ring,
Oh, go ahead, Steve.
sorry, as someone who's played a shit ton of Elden Ring, and read most of the lore in the game, I don't feel like it's best narrative. I feel like it's good lore. I feel like it's great lore, in fact, but it's not a narrative that's being told to me. That's where I make my like split there as like note.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say like has been like the most I've been invested in like a Souls story, even though it's like spread out across. Like after like you listen to the YouTube videos and all the like explaining everything and stuff like that. It does have like an interesting like world and story, but
Yeah.
like just the way it's told is not traditional, you know?
Immortality should take this one, but I think God of War is probably gonna win.
God of War is gonna win it.
Probably God of War.
I voted for God of War because it's awesome.
Even
Like,
though I have
yeah,
some problems with that.
Just
There's
limited.
like there's like pacing issues, but like I've said a million times, 95% of video games have pacing issues. So
Yep.
that's just a video game thing. Much more critical on pacing when it comes to movies. So yeah, God of War Ragnarok will probably win that one. And that was my vote as well. The ending's so fucking good. Best game direction.
Okay.
We
So it
have
was similar.
Elden Ring. Are these literally the same 5 games? Oh no,
No,
Stray
one's
instead of
different, yeah.
instead of
Plague Tale.
Yeah.
Best game direction. Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality, and Stray.
I think there's a I think I can tell a distinction with game direction and like
Same.
game of the year and whatever. I think this goes to Elden Ring because they're taking the Souls formula and putting it onto an open world, which a lot of people wouldn't think is something that's very compatible, but clearly ended up being very good.
They
So that's why I
also
think Elden Ring.
innovated on the open world genre. It's kind of like a benchmark now for open worlds. So
Yeah. I feel like they should reward a game that's like, doing something special. So I think
Yeah.
Elden Ring. I voted for Elden Ring.
Yeah, I voted for Elden Ring as well.
Even I haven't played it, but I
And
think it's
you have it, you should play it. You should play
if God of War wins this, again from what I can tell, because not like I play these games,
it.
I think I would find that a little sus because I think the reason, part of like the pros when I'm listening to reviews of this game, part of the reason why people like God of War Ragnarok so much is because of how similar it is to the first one, and just they've pruned it up and tweaked some of the little things and improved the quality of life.
I'd agree with
Yeah.
that. Elden Ring though, for us.
Yeah, it's like we won't get into that. But yeah, I think Elden Ring. I was gonna talk about last year's, but I don't want to talk about it. We finally have come to the biggest award in the history of awards, Game of the Year. Here we have 6 nominees: A Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Okay, and then before we
do we
continue on,
think?
Sam, which games do you think should have been here instead of A Plague Tale and Stray?
Which games do I think should have been here instead of A Plague Tale and Stray? First of all, kick A Plague Tale out first. Replace it with let me look at these freaking games. I don't know, Kirby. Like Kirby should be up here
All right, that's
ahead of both of those games. Tinykin should be up here, but apparently nobody loved that game as much as I did. Like give it to Neon White, Vampire Survivors, all these like other smaller games that are like I feel like had way more love. Plague Tale like screams recency bias. And like even now nobody I feel like nobody talked about it.
Yep.
That like all that much. I was pretty shocked to like see it nominated. Not as shocked as I was to see Stray nominated though. I was baffled that Stray got nominated for Game of the Year.
We got so many nominees on other categories.
I
too.
know. Like I don't. That's what I don't get. Like I could have seen it getting a couple nominations, and like I said, I think it should have got nominated for music, which it actually didn't. But like I still can't believe it got nominated for Game of the Year. Like I thought if they were gonna nominate a like one of the like Sony like indie games or whatever they're called, the Sony published indie games, I thought they were or Sony exclusive indie games. I thought it was gonna be Sifu. But like looking back at it, I'm like, I guess a lot of people were playing Stray when it came out. Because it did release on PS Plus, which is a added boost.
Yeah.
So except like really thinking about it, you're like, oh, a lot of people were talking about Stray. Reddit was like pretty much just Stray for like a solid week when it came out. It was just pictures of cats watching people play Stray. So what I guess when you really look at it, not that shocking. And it's a good game, but I think it's probably in my, let me see. It's probably in my top 6 actually. So maybe it does belong here and I'm just bullshitting,
Of like game of the year?
I think it's on my list. But like obviously I don't play every game of the year or every game. Yes, so it's in my top 6. So I guess it's not that shocking, but I still think there's a lot of other games that could have been in there.
I
Neon
want,
White.
I want
That
Xenoblade
got
to
really
win
good
here
reviews.
because I feel like it would be a good boost for that game, a little more niche. So I don't know, but my personal vote was Elden Ring, but now it's just because I
this is the
saw
real
more of it
conversation.
going around. Yeah, I was more in the zeitgeist. People still talk about that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
want Xenoblade to win, but I voted for God of War because I'm a heathen.
Yeah.
Like, people at work were talking about Elden Ring.
Yeah, which is definitely stand out.
Yeah.
It-
I picked Xenoblade for my personal pick, obviously.
Yeah.
I wanted to win. It's not gonna win. Obviously, the two runner-ups are Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok, and like
If
it could-
Xenoblade pulls
it's like
off, and it takes
50-50
two.
on this.
Come on. I will
Like,
yell
dude,
if that happens.
That would be
It's not gonna happen. It's not.
It's not. It should take
Yo,
best
five,
RPG though.
5 shots
War-
if Xenoblade wins.
I think yeah,
Workmanship
I'll
on it.
match.
I think we're gonna have a repeat of 2018 where there's one game that reviewed better, did something more unique and special, and then that one's gonna lose and get overshadowed by God of War.
Hey,
A straightforward third-person action adventure game.
feel pretty
I
hurt
don't know.
by Red Dead snub, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that this year. Like, I mean, I could see it happening, but I kind of feel like Elden Ring was just like in the conversation a lot more
I
than
feel like
Red
Red
Dead 2
Dead
was.
was more divisive
Oh, yeah.
too. Some people just were not
People-
into the simulator,
Yeah.
the cowboy simulator.
I feel like people
right?
hated
So,
Red Dead after, like, the haters started.
But
to
there's
come
also
out
a
in
lot of people that aren't
droves.
into Elden Ring.
droves.
Of course.
Yeah.
Get too hard.
yeah.
But I feel like it also
People who
introduced a
weren't.
lot more people
Yeah,
to
people
the
who
Souls.
weren't.
It did
genre.
also introduce
I don't see as much hate for Elden Ring as I did for Red Dead way back.
So-
Yeah.
personal.
And like God of War,
Yeah.
Ragnarok, it's great, but I kind of feel like compared to 2018 was like a new step for the series. You know, it was
Yeah.
a lot more different at the time. Whereas Ragnarok is now just like an iteration on that formula, just like tweaked up a bit.
So I'm prepared to
Better-
be upset
better
for this
version of it.
one. I'm prepared for it to be God of War Ragnarok, but it should be Elden Ring, and I feel like the podcast maybe vote should be Xenoblade, but whatever, there's 3 of us. 3 of us really, really fucking enjoyed
If-
Xenoblade,
Yeah.
If that game wins, I'm gonna be so happy. But
Listen,
It's
you're gonna
not-
hear me
it's
screaming, and
gonna
I'm
get
gonna wake
so
up my
hammered.
dad and my fucking neighbors.
Yeah, I wake up. Man. Okay, so let's say Elden Ring for the podcast one, because we think that's probably gonna
Okay,
win.
Elden Ring.
get out of here. Vote Xenoblade, you coward.
All right, fuck it. Xenoblade.
Xenoblade, let's go.
Pick
I voted
Xenoblade.
Xenoblade.
Well,
Okay.
this is our Game Awards pick. This is not like the
this isn't
official
our
like
part,
Interact
but
Game of the
still,
Year. You know what I mean?
You fucked everyone else.
No,
Xenoblade.
yeah.
I put as our podcast on Xenoblade.
All right. Well, that
Eric,
was
how-
our game. Go ahead.
Yo, the musical medley for this is gonna be kind of sick, eh?
Yeah.
Yo, you're gonna hear them
Oh.
flutes go off.
Dude, I'm so excited. How? Because they do they transition from one to the other, right?
That
Yeah.
mashed with the God
I
of War.
have no idea how they are going to get from Stray to any of these games because they're so different.
Uh,
Like, if
Easy,
it goes,
right?
if it goes from like this jazzy like techno bop to from Stray to the flutes and Xenoblade, I'm gonna be so fucking happy.
No,
Like,
here's what
if
you
that's
do.
the transition, it's gonna be
It's gonna be
ridiculous.
whatever Stray music you're talking about, and then all of a sudden, Chain Attack music just starts.
They'll literally need like completely different instruments for Stray, like than any of these other ones. Like, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. I feel like Horizon Forbidden West is gonna be the one where it's like cool Horizon music.
What even?
Right.
It's been a while since I played Horizon. What even is like Horizon music? Like, what kind of like is that? Like metallic
Just-
stuff? I don't fucking know. It's been a while.
Like I don't. None of the
Heavy
music from
drums,
that's, like,
maybe.
super
I
memorable.
don't
So
know.
I mean, God of War, you're gonna have that one guy going, oh,
It just has a spotlight on him, and that's how it opens. Is the God of War theme, right?
God. Remember when they were like first introducing God of War 2018 at Sony's E3, and they just had that entire orchestra performance before the trailer, before the gameplay?
Yeah, I do.
classic. All right. Well, that was our game of the year predictions. Before we get into crossplay, Gaff, do you have to leave?
Well, are we gonna talk about Game Award predictions or no? Like,
Oh,
no.
well,
I
we'll
think
We're gonna see
see.
there.
I think we'll do that. I think we'll do like a little pre-show before the Game Awards.
Okay.
When we live react to them, we'll talk about them there. Just to keep the podcast shorter.
Also,
Okay.
I'm gonna cut when Gaff leaves, and then we'll pick up again. That way I can switch.
Oh wait, Gaff, do you have any parting words for the audience?
Vote for a Plague Tale.
Good
Wow.
job.
I respect it.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right, see you
Safe
guys.
travels to South Africa.
I will see you in another continent. Bye bye.
Yes, that's awesome.